Hi guys, it's Art, ForeignMRE.com, and today we have this awesome ration. This is a Lithuanian single meal, menu number 2. It weighs 1 pound, 9 ounces, and contains 1,494 calories. And as you see, it has a best before date of February the 15th, 2019. So it's just a few days out. The story behind this ration, there was 2 of them that was sent to me. A menu number 2 and a menu number 8, which is a chicken. There was just 2 rations wrapped up, taped up in plastic bag from a guy named Ebrin Bozhick. I'm not sure if that's how you pronounce the name or not, but there wasn't a note or anything. I tried to look and see if he had a YouTube channel. I couldn't find anything. If you're watching this video, leave a comment and leave a link to your YouTube channel if you have one. Otherwise, man, I really appreciate you sending the ration. Moving on, this has a tear notch on the top. I'm gonna use this knife that Nina was so kind to let me have. And this knife is on our kit store. And it's supposed to be the world's smallest knife. It's like a little razor blade on the end. Let's open it up and look at that. First thing we have should be the stewed beef with grits. And we have a stove, have an accessory pack, get that in a minute. Have another accessory pack, some tough crackers, hazelnuts, and these are probably unsalted, and that's everything in the bag. Moving on to one of the accessory packs, Ziploc baggie. Got some fuel for the stove, spoon. It's not very flimsy. It's a pretty nice looking spoon, but as everybody knows, we don't use that. We have the ForeignMRE.com Sport. Got a package of matches, blue tip. We have a refreshing towel or wet nap, zip tie. I guess you put your trash back in the bag, gives you something to close it up with. We have the Lithuanian chocolate. I believe this is the orange drink with vitamin C. Got a package of sugar, package of instructions, but as we know, men don't use instructions. And a package of coffee. And we have a package of honey. I believe this is 30 grams. So that's everything that's inside of the Lithuanian menu number 2. Okay, so I've got everything laid out. I've got the matches, the stove, and the Espitz tablets. We're not gonna use those. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna get the main heating up. And 240 grams, and it's showing the best buy date on the actual package of May the 10th of 2019. So we're still well within the time. Directions for use, method 1, 2, and as I said earlier, men, we don't use directions. We don't ask for directions. Okay, so let's tear this open. Now these Lithuanian ration heaters, sometimes they work really good, sometimes not so good, and sometimes you can't even get the damn things open. All right, let's try that. There we go. Put this in. Try to pull the pad up a little bit. And let me add a little water. Fill line right here. Uh-oh. Keep out of reach of children. And Nina always tells me I act childish, so maybe I shouldn't be doing this. All right, so maybe just a little bit past the full line. Let's see if I can use it correctly this time. Make sure it's good and saturated. And we'll watch that for just a second. And it looks like it's doing pretty good. Looks like the tape's fixing to come off, so let me just pop a little hole in there, release some of the pressure. So I'm gonna set it over here to the side. I'm going to take my honey and set it on top. Sometimes the honey crystallizes. Okay, and then the next thing we're gonna do, let's mix up the drink. This is the vitamin C. Whoa, and this thing is really, look at that. Put it where y'all can keep an eye on that. So we got the vitamin C. Looks good. And immediately I get a blast of orange. And it looks like it's just crystals. Oh, and it smells good. Look at that. And of course, we use the ForeignMRE.com spork. What else would we use? Wouldn't be a very good reviewer if I didn't use my own spork. Okay, so we got that mixed up, and the flameless ration heater is still going to town. So next thing we have is the instant coffee. Look at that. Can you see that? Smells good. It smells like a taster's choice, but more of a coffee smell than an instant coffee. And we've got 12 grams of sugar. Seems like an awful lot of sugar, but we're gonna use it. And look at that flameless ration heater. It's still going to town. Okay, I only got a corner of it, but that's good. Let's give that a stir. And then we have the hazelnuts. Take the world's smallest knife. And like I said, it's just like a razor on the end. I've only sharpened it once. And the hazelnuts, I don't think they're salted. I don't even think they're cooked. And then we have the Panzer crackers, the armor plates, or whatever you want to call them, but hard as a rock. Look at that. Oh, man. So, gonna have to be easy with those so we don't break a tooth. I think the honey's mixed up a little bit. Okay, we got everything out, and I spared you from watching me burn my fingers trying to get the beef with grits out. You wouldn't believe the smell. This, as soon as I opened this up, it had a real strong smell of beef, basil, just all kinds of spices. Looks like corn, the groats, the beef. Just, man, it's just unbelievable. And look, big chunks of beef. A couple of these hazelnuts. Love these. There's no salt. Good. I would prefer to have some salt and have mine roasted. And let's look at the honey. And if you remember, we put the honey on the flameless ration heater, and it's very sticky. So let's try one of these crackers, biscuits, whatever you want to call it. See how it tastes with the honey. Yeah, the honey is very good. And these crackers, they're always good. They're just so dang hard to bite. And let's try our orange drink. And it's very good. It's a strong orange. It's not like Tang. It tastes to me like if you had a can of orange soda and you let it go flat, pour it in a glass, that's what it tastes like to me. But it does taste very good. And then back to our beef with groats. Let's give that a try. Absolutely wonderful. It has a lot of spice. It's not overpowering. The meat, it just melts in your mouth. The coffee in the ForeignMRE.com mug. Coffee is good. It's not bitter. It's not strong, but it has a little acidity taste after you swallow it. But it's still very good. So let's see how the chocolate held up. Now remember, this ration was just a few weeks past the best before date. But as you can see, it's been stored good. There's no bloom on the chocolate. So let's get that a try. You can't go wrong with Lithuanian chocolate. And Nina's not here. Nina's in Austin visiting family and grandkids. So I'm here doing I'm gonna try to do a couple of ration reviews today. Let's see how the wet nap or the refreshing towel held up. And as you can see, the wet nap, it's just kind of falling apart. But it smells good. All right, so on the honey, the natural honey, I give it a 10. Great flavor. It looked like it may have crystallized a little bit, but as you remember, we put it on the flameless ration heater. The orange drink, I give it about an 8.5. Tastes like an orange soda that's not carbonated. Coffee, I give the coffee a perfect 10. The hazelnuts, you know, they're good, but I would prefer them to be cooked with some salt. So I'm gonna give these about a 5. And now these, these crackers or biscuits, the taste, I give the taste about an 8.5. But trying to chew them, man, I have to give them like a 3. And then the beef with groats, I give this a 10. I have not had a Lithuanian ration that the main was not a 10. And then the chocolate, perfect 10. No blooming. So this ration held up really good. And I'm gonna eat the rest of this for lunch. I'll save some chocolate for Nina, maybe save her some honey. And as always, you can get your fresh discounted ration at ForeignMRE.com. You can't get this particular ration, but you can get one exactly like it at ForeignMRE.com. Thanks for watching.